Hello, and welcome back to the Spiral Marketing Podcast. We've been on a bit of a hiatus, but we're back with what I think is a timely topic for most of us, 4 times a year, with how to develop a quarterly marketing plan. Now, I speak a lot about developing strategic plans that are annualized, but quarterly planning really is a game changer. There's a lot of research to support the value of 90-day sprints because a month is a little short for forecasting. It keeps you in more of an immediate frame of mind, whereas a year is so long that it doesn't give enough reference points to check in, stay accountable, and get perspective enough to evaluate and course correct. Right? But 3 months with a 90-day plan is a great time frame for a measured, focused effort. Now, the shortest version of this, which I think will probably resonate with a lot of listeners, is to still start with your big annual goals and make them SMART goals. And if you're not super familiar or would like a refresh on a SMART goal, those things are specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. And it's often a number that you want to reach for the year. It could be a growth goal by the end of the year, an increased number of students or members, actual revenue and sales. It could be a certain kind of growth, or maybe even a big achievement that you're looking for, like launching a product or opening a new building, depending on what kind of organization you're running and what you're trying to do. But there's your point of reference for the year, and then quite simply discern how much distance you need to go in the quarter that you're looking at, that you're planning, and then ideate the activities to get you there. That right there could be your short napkin version of a quarterly marketing plan. And I suggest that you try and write this out in a statement, right? In order to get to this point, by the end of the year, we need to do these things to get to this place quarterly. As far as the 20% that will get you 80% of the way there, I think Pareto's principle will apply quite nicely, again, depending on your organization. But the intelligence that you can derive from that introductory exercise is quite valuable, I've found. But if you're looking to move this up to the next level, and if you're looking for a little bit more inspiration and documentation, with which, if you're a planner like me, then I'm sure you do. Really, I actually enjoy writing these. It's such a great feeling to have a plan. So in this case, a little bit of a deeper dive involves more review and comparison to your annual plan, showing your last year's progress and growth compared with this year's goal, and a breakdown of the major critical areas of focus. And a critical area of focus could be actual departments, if that's the way your organization is structured, or they could be categorical if you're doing more of a personal marketing plan or team-based, or it could also be sort of different kinds of focus that you know that your teams need to be focused on, such as sales improvement. And again, although this is through the lens of a marketing plan, these often will cross-pollinate from other categories, and that's totally fine. So think of the categories of focus that you need to consider. Then under each category of those, document the critical projects to help you achieve the intended goal. Under each category, there are key performance indicators. So a project might be something like redo a website or redo your certain web pages. It could be to optimize your social media performance. It might be to create a new lead nurture sequence, or to start a new ad campaign. But the key performance indicators are the results that you would expect to gain from those projects. For example, if content planning is one of your critical areas of focus, one of your projects might be to launch a new Instagram. Then you might expect your reels to consistently get over 1,000 views on a monthly basis for each new video. That could be one of your key performance indicators. Number of views per month, number of views per video, a milestone, how much traffic you expect to get to your website. It's another easy one. How many actual leads or inquiries, if you're a school, for example, and the cost per acquisition for that lead or inquiry generation. These are all examples of key performance indicators. And to track these KPIs effectively, consider using tools like Google Analytics, SEMrush, or native social media analytics platforms. Native meaning on Facebook directly, or Twitter, or whatever it is you're using. Now, break it down by quarter. For the upcoming quarter, or whatever quarter you're planning for, what specific projects or components of the project project would you expect to get done, and what key performance indicators or results would you expect to achieve from doing so? Since this is a quarterly marketing plan, don't forget to include the foundational information like who you are targeting, which channels, budgets, and strategy as needed. Finally, the deeper, more involved form of this would be including your team, often done via presentation. Look at the documented categories and add other major elements like your mission, vision, values, and other components you would expect to see in your marketing plan for the year. Make a slideshow or presentation for your team to absorb, then do the resource allocation and assignments, budgeting for each of the different activities to each of the different personnel you have. Anticipate challenges such as aligning your team's efforts and staying on track. And you can discuss intended solutions during these presentations. That's it. That's the short form of this. And I really encourage you to get started and take action on quarterly marketing planning, where you are in your business right now before another quarter goes by flying blind. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe and share the love with a review. I would love to hear your thoughts. Please feel free to reach out at spiralmarketing.com, and I'll be happy to share a document with you. So take a look at the show notes page, or if you're seeing this somewhere that doesn't have access to a link, you can find me on LinkedIn. It's Karl Boehm. Or you can even reach me at Karl, Karl, at spiralmarketing.com. I'll be happy to send you over the document. Let's do this together. All right. Thank you so much. Cheers.